That's the one that the lady was selling drugs out of that we evicted. This is my delicious quarters machine. We're supposed to have a very triumphal video of how everything's going great at the park, and for the most part it is. I went through every single trailer here that's occupied just to see the condition of them. We're gonna look at a couple trailers today, but I just pulled in and somebody has put an RV on a lot that isn't supposed to have an RV. Hopefully today will be non-eventful, but I gotta figure out what's going on with that RV up there. This is 45. Is 45 normally open? That's the one that the lady was selling drugs out of that we evicted. Whose camper is that up there? Is anybody living in that? All right, so we know whose camper it is and they're gonna have to pull it out. It's my trash guy. You're not a trash guy, are you? No, he's not a trash guy. So this is 44. Yep. Oh, it's looking good. How long did it take for AEP to get the electric on? 6 weeks. So this will be like the 10th trailer that we've got done this year. But now that things are on track, they're getting banged out and getting them more rented. So we're getting in the next trailer. We're gonna go look at the laundromat we're building and the equipment that I got forever ago for the second laundromat. So after the last one, this will be the next one to work on. Soft floors, ceiling needs repainted. Looks like you've got some moisture infiltration. Yeah, you got quite a bit of mold coming out of here, so they're gonna have to tear out some of the ceilings and fix the leaks and all sorts of crap. But I mean, this one's definitely got some problems with the gigantic hole in the floor. You wanna see if I can go through? This is like the lot 20 that we went in with Danny. Almost going through the floor. Man, this sucks. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll make progress on this one soon, get it done in a couple months and get up to 21, 22. And then he's also working on the one on Walnut Street, the big 6-bedroom. So that one's gonna be super cool to get done. Plus our market has not slowed down at all, so we should be getting 150, 160 out of it. So some of these trailers, like this one here, we're gonna pay somebody and we're just gonna haul them out. It's gonna cost me 25 grand to fix this trailer and a couple others. There's no sense in fixing them. So 1,500, 2,500 bucks, I can pull it out. If the utilities work, meaning the electric and the water and the sewer are in good shape, which they are here on 33 and 37, if those are still working fine, we could take a trailer if we needed to, or we can just rent the lot out for $250, $300, $350 a month. And I have people calling every single week asking if they can please pull their trailer in here because no one has any vacancy at their trailer parks. So here's the location of the next glorious laundromat that I have. It's going to be super small and it's going to be pretty much just for the trailer park, but it's still going to be a coin-operated laundromat. Because of our EPA certificate with our wastewater treatment facility, there's just no way that I can have washers and dryers in every single unit. So we're just going to open this up as a very cheap laundromat. My tenants are going to my competitor, so I'd rather them go to my laundromat. So we've got machines I'm going to show you here in a second. We're going to put them in this unit. The only difficulty that I have right now is figuring out what dryers to use. Normally you use natural gas powered dryers, which we don't have natural gas service here. So they either have to be propane or they have to be electric, and both are pretty expensive. So that's kind of a problem we have to overcome before we open this up. So we got these washers used a few years ago for one of my other laundromats, the one that we just were selling instead. So we're taking all of these washers and we're putting them in our block building here. It'll only be probably a 400, 500 square foot facility for washers and dryers, but as long as we break even, I'll be happy, but I think we'll make a little bit. We're going to purposely underprice the washers and dryers for the customers just so that they don't get tempted to put washers and dryers in their own homes and flood my EPA certified wastewater treatment facility, because if that place gets flooded, it's going to be a disaster for me legal wise. So it just makes sense to do at cost or low cost washers. We're going to do vending here at the trailer park. We're going to put snack machines and drink machines in. I'm pretty excited about that. I've got a couple laying around that we're going to repurpose and we're going to put here, but here's some of the washers. They're a different format. I got some Ipsos and some LGs. The Ipsos are tanks. They'll last forever. The LGs are kind of pieces of crap, but I want to make do since I already paid for them. So this is it. This is the new coin machine. I know it says tokens on the top. I've got a brand new backlit sign that we're going to be installing here in the next couple days. But this is the new machine. It holds way more quarters than the older one, the other one on the other side, because we're running out of money on a weekly basis, which is a good problem to have. So the other one only holds $750, maybe $1,000 at best in quarters. This one holds 4 times that. This is a standard change maker. I think it was built in the mid 2000s. It's much newer than the other one, but unlike that one, this one has 4 separate hoppers. This came out of an arcade in Kingsport, Tennessee. I ran into the guy on Facebook. He rebuilds these machines. He delivered it for 1/4 of the price of a replacement machine over there. Those machines are $7,000 to get. I got it at a fraction of that delivered here, and I am super thrilled. One of the things I wanted to go over is I get a lot of complaints anymore that I pull bills out of the other machine and we go count them. But here I wanted to show you real quick. Today, we just got here to the laundromat and I haven't got any money out of any machine yet. Here is half of a bucket of quarters specifically for refilling my other change machine and putting extras in this one. I've been getting very regular surpluses of quarters and I just keep saving them. We'll see how much I can fill this machine up next week, but I'm hoping that I can almost entirely fill the new change machine with surplus quarters that I've got here from the laundromat. So if that doesn't make sense, that's why. We got them off signazon.com. They took the image I wanted, which is a wiki picture, and they turned it into cartoon for me. So I'm really excited. We're going to see if it works. I got to bring my old template up. I forgot to do that. So this isn't going on the machine today, but it will by the end of next week. So we'll have a more official unveiling, but I hope this is right. Otherwise, it's going to be a big fail on my part. We've got, this is my delicious quarters machine. So everybody that comes to the laundromat's going to get some delicious quarters. I think it looks like it'll fit just fine. Are you excited to take a helicopter ride?
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm actually supposed to just like straight walk out here.
They let you?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I didn't get tackled yet.
Nice to meet you. I guessed your size. Will this work for you?
You think it'll work? You can just put it on over your clothes.
That was the smallest I had. So
how long have you been in the Air Force so far?
So today we've been about 3 hours.
And did you fly from Michigan here, or?
So we skipped Michigan, so we came in from Chicago.
Okay, so what's the actual range on this?
So we fly typically for about 2.5 hours at most, so usually about like a 2-hour leg. Quite often we find ourselves just doing like an hour and a half, and then we...
Usually it's more of we're getting tired before the helicopter.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell us about your helicopter here.
So this is a Bell 206 Long Ranger. Seats 7 people, so you can have 2 pilots in the front, 5 in the back. Yeah, so basically the idea, we can fly over pretty much anything you want. You mentioned about going to your laundromat too.
I didn't know if you wanted to go to the laundromat.
That would be great. You want to sit up in the front seat for a few minutes? So you can hop right in there. You won't hurt anything. Everything's off right now, so.
That's what happened to my dad's Vietnam friend pilot. He had a habit of taking everybody and their kids up in his helicopter.
Right.
And then it was I don't know, is this a trainer setup with the dual yoke?
You can take it on or off. So in this case, we have both on there since obviously he's the pilot, I'm co-piloting it, but you can take out the control. So they are both equal controls. So basically how it works, since he's an instructor, then if at any time he needs to take controls, we do it, my controls, your controls, my controls. So there's always 3-way communication. So if you push that, it would make you go to the left. You push to the right, it would make you go to the right. And then we have the iPad, which shows us, so like when I was giving you our ETA, the iPad tells me how long we have to get there.
Cool.
And it's constantly calculated based on wind and current.
Nice. Excited?
Yeah.
There we go. Now the mic you're going to want real close to your lips. Watch how close I put it to mine. It's actually surprising how close you want them.
So buying a currently existing laundromat and just making it a better location is much better than starting up from the ground up. You asked me about how much does it cost to start one, and from some of the laundry guys I've talked to, it's between $500,000 and $1 million. So if you wanted 50 machines that were $10,000 machines, you're going to spend another $500,000 just on infrastructure for washers. So I'm really happy. When we were flying around the helicopter, I saw 3 or 4 cars in the parking lot. They're still here doing laundry, which is good. Yeah, which is good. So we're making money today, but we're about ready to run out of money from the machine, I'm guessing. So we'll have to go over and collect some money.
So we'll check that in a few minutes. And then on COVID, how did that impact your business here as well?
Not at all, because we were considered an essential business for the state of Ohio. And because we were an essential business for the state of Ohio, we had no restrictions other than we were required by the state to put a sign on that says please wear a mask. Okay. But since we were an unattended location, there was no enforcement and there were essentially no problems. So
your business level, it did not change
whatsoever. I talked to several laundromat owners and their business went up because they also had drinks and snacks for sale. And if anything, I saw some more income from my snack machine.
Okay.
So
well, let's check that out.
So we got all our snacks in. What do you want? Do you know what you want, Tempe?
Is there any candy?
Some candy? Yeah. You want to find some candy? Just don't tell the bank, okay?
Why?
Because they don't know that I'm buying candy and giving it to my children.